What is up, everybody? Welcome to Jamestown. I'm James, and today we're going to go over estimating rehab costs. So a lot of you guys messaged me and you said, James, I don't know how to estimate rehab costs, which is understandable. We're all wholesalers, not contractors. So I put together a little rehab quick cost guide for you guys to use. I'm going to go over that with you now. So let's get into it. Basically, when I'm estimating rehab, first thing I do is break down what the property needs. And I like to split how much work the property needs down into 3 categories, which is light, average, and heavy. For a light rehab, that's when the property just needs a few cosmetic touch-ups, like flooring and paint. So anytime a property changes hands, it's going to need at least some cosmetic touch-ups, probably need some new carpet, maybe some vinyl plank flooring to replace some old carpet, and probably going to need paint throughout the whole house. Now, this isn't very expensive. This is what most fix and flippers would love to do because it's quick and easy, especially for them. So these are really ideal properties to try to wholesale if you can get them for cheap. The second level of rehab is average. So this is generally when you have to do the flooring and the paint, as well as doing the kitchen and baths. So this means that you're gonna have to do the stuff from a light rehab, but additionally, the kitchen probably needs to be updated, new appliances, fix the countertops, maybe throw in some new cabinets, and you're gonna need to update a bathroom, which means a new vanity, bath or shower, fixing the sink, all that good stuff. Now the last level of rehab, I call a heavy rehab, and this is when you need to gut or redo basically the whole house. You're gonna have to do the floors, the walls, you might need to hang some new drywall, all new appliances, all the bathrooms need to be updated, the kitchen, all the hallways, probably have to put new flooring all throughout the house. Heavy also generally includes redoing the mechanicals, which is the HVAC system, the heat, cooling, water heater, all that good stuff. Once you identify exactly what the property needs when you're talking to the seller, now you have to estimate the price, which basically varies depending on how big the house is. At a 1,500 square foot house or less, the prices are going to be as follows. For a light rehab, it's going to be about $15,000. For an average rehab, you're looking at about $30,000, and to gut and redo the whole house, about $60,000. Now those prices go up incrementally as the house gets bigger and bigger, as you can see here. So let's say somebody calls us, they have a 2,000 square foot house, you're on the phone with the seller and he's like, yeah, it needs some carpet, the carpet's wore down, we had cats, you gotta repaint it, and the kitchen's a little bit outdated, but other than that, it's in good shape. To be safe, you would probably qualify that as, you guessed it, an average rehab, because he said it needs floors, it needs paint, and you're gonna have to upgrade the kitchen. So you go check the chart here, it says $40,000. Now is that gonna be exactly 40? The way he described it makes it sound like it might be a little less, maybe you budget 35, but this at least gives you a good jumping off point to be able to estimate and come up with an offer on the phone. Now don't forget, after you go and do your inspection at the house, take pictures and get an exact idea what it looks like, you can always go back and try to renegotiate your price. Now the hardest part of doing this is going to be establishing what level of rehab is needed, which means you need to ask the right questions, which is why I said in my other video, and again I'll have that for you right here, that you need to go ahead and ask, does it need updating? And if they're not sure if it needs updating for a kitchen or a bath, this is what an updated bathroom or kitchen looks like, and this is one that still needs to be updated. Unless it looks like they can list it on market or it's an HGTV quality home, it probably is going to need some updating. Once you ask the right questions of the seller and you get your estimated level of rehab, you find out how big the house is, there's your estimated rehab budget, so you can rattle that off real quick, put it into your formula, which I'm going to cover in the next video, and then you can figure out how much you can offer the seller. And again, if you go and inspect and some things aren't what they said and things aren't as good as they said they were, you can always go back and try to renegotiate your price. So that's it, guys. I hope this helped you be able to estimate rehab costs going forward. If you get stuck, leave some questions down in the comments, and comment down below if you want a downloadable version of this rehab quick cost guide sent right over to you. All right? You're in Jamestown now, so relax, take some notes, and let's make some fucking money.